The Memphis Grizzlies wind up getting swept by the Oklahoma City Thunder, losing game four, 117 to 115. Not super surprising. With no Ja Morant, it was going to be really tough for the Memphis Grizzlies to find any sort of way to really win that game. The fact that they fought so valiantly, really impressive. From the game itself, I really think the only major takeaways are Jalen Williams continues to play really well. The Thunder have to have him create offense if they want any sort of chance at, winning the whole thing. Simple as that. He did that all four games against, let's be fair, Memphis. It'll be really tough, or it'll be tougher if they wind up playing against the Clippers. They play the Nuggets. He'll continue to be fine. The other big thing that happened in this game, Gilgeous-Alexander finally had a good game. And I mean that just by his standard, finished with, 38 points on 13 of 24 shooting, also had 6 assists. Like, that is the version of him that might win MVP, that is probably going to win the MVP. So, really impressive performance by him, getting to his spots, finishing possessions by actually making shots. See, that was the thing. Like, he was getting to his spots in those first 3 games. He just wasn't making shots to close those possessions. He actually did that in this game. So, fantastic game for him. That is a huge, huge sign for the Oklahoma City Thunder and everything that they really want to do going forward. So, great game from him. Hopefully he can continue to do that, because obviously if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't going to be the best player on the floor, it's going to be much, much tougher on this Thunder team to win the NBA Finals, which is obviously their goal given all the success that they've had this season. The question now, what do the Memphis Grizzlies do? They've won one playoff series with this collection of players. They've been together for 4 or 5 years now? You got to change something. They're not going to get rid of Ja Morant, even though that's what I would do. The guy just doesn't play in enough games, gets hurt a lot. He's been in the league since, 2019? Right, he came in the same year as Zion, so that was, 5 years ago? He's been in the league for like 5 or 6 years. Still doesn't have any sort of consistent jump shot. Yes, I know he can get to the rim, but that's part of why he doesn't play. He gets to the rim, he jumps over everybody, and he gets hurt every year. It's rinse and repeat with that, but he is so intriguing and so much fun to watch, and people in Memphis love that dude, that they're not going to get rid of him. So what's the answer? What do you have to put around him to get the best version of Ja Morant, the version of him that, can win more than one playoff series in the last, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is? I think the answer is more shooting, maybe. I don't really know, because I like Desmond Bane, and I really like Jaren Jackson Jr., and I like Scottie Pippen Jr. I think they have excellent role players. The Grizzlies do, as well as anyone else in the league, at finding role players kind of in the cracks. Like Scottie Pippen Jr. bounced around the G League, and then the Grizzlies grab him, and now he's playing really well, played really well in games 3 and 4, and Jalen Wells was like a second-round pick, and that guy was really influential this season in the minutes that he played. Sadly, he got hurt right before the playoffs, but I feel like they have good role players. Once again, Desmond Bane's like a top 40 player in the league. Jaren Jackson Jr. is like a top 30 player in the league. The issue is Ja Morant's probably somewhere around the 20th best player in the NBA. Feels like the rest of this roster is awesome. If you took Ja Morant out and you plugged in Devin Booker, the Grizzlies would be a lot better. They would be. If you took out Ja Morant and you plugged in Paolo Banchero, I know he's not a guard, but I think you understand the premise here. The Grizzlies would be significantly better. And to say that the problem is Ja Morant is wrong, because Ja Morant's a really good player. But until he develops a jump shot and he can find a way to stay on the floor, I thought him saying that he wasn't going to dunk anymore in games, I thought that was a step in the right direction. But still, man, when you're that small and you're going to the rim that often, jumping into guys that much larger than you, it just feels like something bad is just waiting to happen. So I think they should move out Ja Morant. They won't, because he's a superstar in that town. He is to Memphis what, Trae Young is to Atlanta, what LaMelo Ball is to Charlotte. And that's these not marginal, but these players that are good enough to be the face of your franchise, but not good enough for you to win 16 playoff games with in the same year. And I think it's very fair for us to make that critique of Ja Morant because the roster around him is good. It is. And they've won one playoff series. Got to be better than that.